Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. Anxiety and what to do about it. That's what we're gonna be talking about in today's video. So first of all, just to get that out of the way, if you are someone currently dealing with anxiety, I sympathize with you, just on the pure, like how it feels level, the intensity of the experience. I know it's a very, very uncomfortable, difficult feeling to have to deal with. I've had my fair share of anxiety in my life and I still do. So now with that out of the way, a lot of people that I talk to, may that be people who just reach out, friends, family, just people in my life or clients that I have. A lot of people are like, yeah, I know I should be doing these things, or I wanna do these things, or I'd like to reach this kind of goal, but I just feel so scared, I'm so uncomfortable. I feel like if only I didn't have the anxiety, I feel like my anxiety is getting of the way of me doing the thing I'm supposed to do. And they're missing the point completely. The anxiety is what incites the action that you need to take. You and your mindset is what's getting in the way. The thing that you think there's going to come a time where this is just easy. The things that you should be doing, they are just easy. No, if you were feeling great and comfortable right now, you wouldn't have to change anything. It's because you're feeling this way that you should be doing it. Action is what anxiety calls for. It's a call for action. It's a worry about something is wrong, something needs to change, but you can't just sit and be like, oh, can things change so that things will change for me? No, you're getting called. The anxiety is calling you to act so that things change. And I want to ask you, many times I think it's like people that follow me don't believe me, just because, yeah, I have worked through a lot of my stuff. I've worked on myself. I made myself strong as hell. So I am very comfortable in certain tough situations to a lot of other people, right? Yes, but I didn't always be that way. And if you think about it, if you really think about it, do you think that the reason I'm out here in 2 degrees Celsius, well, now the sun is warming me a little bit, but shirtless, screaming at you guys, do you think I'm doing that because I'm so fucking comfortable all the time? Do you think I take cold showers every morning because I'm just so comfortable? Oh, I'm so comfortable, I go in the cold shower. Or that I sit in the sauna until I barely can stand it, and then I pick a number and count to because I'm just so comfortable. Or I smash my workouts, I annihilate my muscles with double drop sets because I'm just so comfortable. Or this Sunday, it was raining. It was not a good day weather-wise, and I went to take a plunge in the, well, we can't see it, but it's over there, the lake over there. Do you think I did that because I'm just so comfortable, so I just go do that? No, all of this is, well, it's not always acutely because I'm anxious in the moment, right? But it is because I will get anxious if I don't do these things. And when I am anxious, I am being called to take action towards something. You understand that the anxious feeling, it's often a worry about something that's happening, and that you can't control it. That's the feeling that anxiety is. And something needs to change. That's what you're feeling. That's why it's so difficult to just be sitting with your anxiety, right? Because you feel like something has to change. But in order for things to change, you have to change them. Everything else is just a distraction. Yeah, you can hide away from the anxiety. That's what you can do. But that's what I did my entire life. That's how I tried to deal with it. Not deal with it, rather, by just distracting myself with, being around people, when you're not really with people, you're just another one of your stimulants, your distractions, you might be getting drunk and watching TV series, smoking weed and hanging out, but it's all to numb you out, to distract you from the terror inside you. And what happened to me was I had hidden away. I just tried to bury it down, all the anxiety until it was like panic attacks. My snooze almost fell out. I'm getting wound up, guys. Getting wound up. And that's when finally, the panic attacks that I went through, people ask me every now and then, people that come across my story and they dealing with panic attacks, how did I get over it? What I did was take action. I wasn't quite here yet with all the stuff I'm doing now, but that's not the point that, you need to do things exactly like I do them. It's just that you have to do something. And that's what I finally realized at the point. Now, the discomfort was so intense that I barely could distract myself. I could still at times. What I felt like doing the most during that time was hiding away in my apartment, watching something on YouTube here, playing some kind of video game here, and just be like, numbed out, distracted, completely distracted by my feeling. So I'm comfortable, good and comfortable. But then that would be my life. That would have been my life, just fucking sitting inside, not being able to do shit other than that. And I didn't want that. I didn't want that. And finally, clearly, I saw it. I can't hide away. If I want to actually solve the problem, I can't hide the problem. I have to take action. And so, something I actually remember now that I did, that I've forgotten many times, when I actually started running first. I didn't really have as much experience with weight training. I would have recommended that to that version of myself more now, but I actually did that. I fucking did something finally. I'd been lazy for a long time with that. And what I did was I went on sick leave for 50% from my job because I was burnt out. It's not, when I'm talking that you need to take action and stuff, again, it's not that you have to do fucking everything, but you have to do something. And so I took the sick leave. 50%, so I still have that routine. I have something I am supposed to do, go to my job and just face the fear of, the fear of fear at that point. That would happen a lot when you get like panic attack syndrome. It's not, other things that you're nervous about that triggers panic. At a point you're panicking about panicking, you're worrying about worrying, the meta anxiety, And so I started doing this, and look, it's not that you have to be perfect either. I have to many times, even I know this, and I just have to be there for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, whatever it was, Still, I had to turn around sometimes when I come to the subway and all the people, it just overwhelms me. I couldn't handle it. I had to go home, And sometimes I get all the way to the job, but then I have to leave earlier still because I get a panic attack. And at this point, I had finally learned, finally my inner voice was being kind, because I could be viewing that as failure. So I'm supposed to be that until this time, and I had to go earlier. But that's not the point here. It's not about being perfect. It's about taking action. Action alleviates anxiety. It's a call for action. So that's what I found out at this point, guys. You can't just sit and wait for things to become better when you feel that way. It's a call for you to make things better. The anxiety is actually your friend. It's an uncomfortable feeling. Yeah, we have preferences in what feels best for us to experience, but all the feelings, emotions, they serve a purpose. The anxiety is telling you something is fucking wrong and you need to change it. What people think is that they need to change the way they feel. You will change the way you feel when you change things. It's not that my feeling needs to change before I do. No, because you have that feeling, you're getting called to change. That's what it's all about, guys. So at the end here, I guess I want to give you both the like kind of white pill and black pill. It's true, when I reach my highest states of the year, I talk about the low and higher states, different like kind of overall moods, states of being we're talking about that you can be in. I happen to be a guy just with the way I am, that my ups and downs are quite, they're a bit bigger. I'm trying to manage it Buddhist style, make both the ups and downs, closer to the center, but it's something that will happen. And yeah, in my highest state, there are a lot of things that I just don't feel anxious about at all, and so things that I do feel anxious about, I'm just in a better spot overall, so it's easier then. But then there will come times like we're moving, guys, I think I talked about this in another video, or else I will, let me know in the comments, but it's not just the weather that has seasons. Us humans have seasons too. We change just like the weather do, and when we go towards darker times, we feel a bit darker. Things are just a bit more heavy then, right? And so the white pill, the optimistic view is, look, you can, like I have done. There are a lot of things, like the stage fright, the way showing myself to the world, like I'm doing it right now. That was a huge fear, something I felt very anxious about, that I just don't really anymore. Like it will have to be very specific things and settings, like the dancing out in public here. You see, I keep facing it. I want to get stronger. But that's the white pill, that you can alleviate some things that made you anxious. You can come to a point by taking action when you're anxious. You can come to a point where these things don't make you anxious anymore. And the sort of black pill, that's not really a black pill, but the realistic I'm not going to be the guy that tells you can just cure anxiety. Look at me, I've cured anxiety. No. It will be there, but it's just that you have to recognize it for what it is. Like I have recently, that's the reason I'm making this video, guys. The reason I went and took the bath on the Sunday here was because I'm anxious. I've had some really tough, like on several ends, confrontations in relationships, and my ego has just been slaughtered, and it's not been conflict that's resolved immediately. And for the person with anxious tendencies like myself, that's terrible, not knowing how things will go and when you get to know how they go, you know. And so what do? Well, I take action. I go and put myself in some other uncomfortable situation, and the anxiety is alleviated. And look, of course, me taking a cold plunge won't just, oh, now those conflicts that I talk about, they are all just out of the way. No, but I feel better about it. I shifted the focus. I did something, you know, and I know it's a good, you know, it's kind of a, you know, I know that it's good for me to do that, so I can feel better about it in that sense. But that's what I kind of want to... I'm trying to get it together here at the end, guys, but kind of like, yes, you will be able to rid yourself of a lot of anxiety, a lot of things that made you anxious at one point. They won't anymore, but you have to take action while you're anxious first. That's how you earn that. And then when you realize it's not a bad feeling, it's just a feeling that's difficult for me to deal with, but it's not bad, it's telling me something if I listen to it, then you realize you got to take action. And I did, by the way, not only by that, I had to be humble. I had to take action in these relationships too, and say certain things that were not easy for me to say. Take responsibility. And look at me now, guys. Right now, I'm not anxious at all, because I took action. Because I don't sit there, oh, I can't do the things because I'm anxious. No, I do the things because I'm anxious. All right, guys, please let me know in the comment, what did you think? Am I full of shit? Should I just be like, oh, poor you, the anxiety? Like I said, it is difficult. That doesn't change a thing about what you need to do. It would help you zero if I told you, yeah, just sit there. Just poor you. Yeah, it's so difficult. Yeah, it is difficult. Now go take action. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, relationships, philosophy, cool stuff like that, guys. Life. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Peace.